Right, so this is a video for an E46 iPhone or iPod cable with an Apple 30-pin connector. Now this cable is a little bit different to the CD changing method. This cable will actually allow your head unit to have an auxiliary mode. So your car has to be a 2002, a late 2002 onwards with a CD business radio. And the easiest way to tell if you can have this mode is if you have an a CD button or a mode button. If you have a mode button right here, this cable will work for you and it will allow you to have a proper auxiliary mode. So let me just quickly show you that. So I've got the radio, I've got my CD changer, I've got the CD, push it again, aux mode. So just to show you this, if I pop some music on quick. So there we go. So that's auxiliary mode. And then back on the radio, CD changer again. I'll quickly put a CD on there for you. There's CD changer working. Now CD, that's in the player itself. Then back to auxiliary mode. So, all you're going to need to do for this is you need to remove pizza trim here and all the way along here. Just lever that straight up. It's quite easy. Although mine is a little bit tighter because I've just changed some of my dashboard clips. So I'll quickly pop this out. There we go. Right. It's a fairly snug fit. Okay. So 2 screws either side of the head unit, here and here. This is just a little Phillips screwdriver I'm using. So I had a little bit of a tight screw there, so even while amongst you would notice I've got a larger screwdriver now. There we go. Just because last time I put it back together, I didn't think I'd be taking it apart this soon. Anyway, we are. So, second screw, get that out. Head unit just slip out. Same thing as before. Little screwdriver underneath this, pop it up, give it a pop, and off it comes. That's it. So, where are we? What we're going to do is we're going to connect to 2 pins just here. It's really hard to see, so I will show you a picture. Now, here we've got all your power connectors and the speaker cables. You've got your CD changer if you have one. You don't have to have one for this method, remember that. Now, I've got my little pin stuck out here. Now this is the auxiliary cable I've provided you. Tiny little 4-pin plug. There's actually only 3 cables. Now you want 2 cables at the top and 1 cable at the bottom, and that's to show the positive 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. So you'll also see a diagram now. And that'll have a little picture of where you need to put that cable. It is really, really easy. So you just follow the routing video, which will be on very, very shortly, and that'll show you the best route to have it coming down near your head unit. And personally, I have it coming out near the armrest, so that video will be shown as well. What we've got to do is we've got to take out this centre part of the console here. This, I guess on everyone's car, be an ashtray. This here will just be a little cubby hole, which eventually will have your USB cable in. And what we're going to do is going to lay the cable from here, going through the back of the head unit all the way down there, around the back of the climate control, around the back of this, through here, and then somehow, not somehow, but fiddly, through the centre console here. Now it's going to come out, and it's going to come out right here. If this is where you want it to come out, what I've done is I've provided you a long enough cable for it to come out there. So I've already got mine in place, but obviously I'm going to show you anyway. So this whole unit here, you just open up and just give it a little tug. There we go. That whole thing just comes straight out. Now, I've got an auto. Pretty sure the manual's going to be very, very similar, so don't worry too much. Just lift it up the gator. There we go. So we've got 2 screws. One here, one here. Quickly take those out, and I'll be back. So we've got the 2 screws out. either side of the back of the gator. Now what I've done is I've actually disconnected, there's a couple of plugs just there, so the white and the reddy beigey main key colour one, and also this little slide connect here, they will just pop off the bottom there, so just to make it a little bit easier for myself, it means I can get the gator up out of the way. Now what we do is lift the back first, and then it just pops straight out. Now you're going to have a couple of connectors underneath going to your electric windows. Once again, you can take them out, you don't have to. Personally, I'm not going to. I'm just going to put my car in neutral so I can get the back, and that's that. Right, so now pop your ashtray out, that comes out of the way, and you will find another 2 screws there. Okay, so we pop those out, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so just to make things easier for the video, and I've actually removed the surround of the electric windows, like I said before. Little clip-on plug one side, a little plug on the other side. That just takes the surround out of the way. Okay, very, very simple. Nothing special about that whatsoever. So you remove your 2 front screws, and at the back, let's see if we can get this. You're going to have another screw either side at the back there and there. Okay, so quickly take these out. One. Not quite. There we go. Right. Now this can simply lifts up a little bit. That's just going to give you the easiness, much easier to get the cables from underneath there. You see I've got my cable going around the left hand side here. So now, before carrying on, plug your cable into the pin shown. Turn the head unit on and test to make sure you have an auxiliary mode. If so, plug it all in and carry on and install your cable properly. And what you want to do is run that down the left hand side, the back of the head unit, just down here. Let's turn the light on quickly. So just going to go down the left hand side here, and you'll be able to feel a hole, and you'll be able to put your hands down just there. See if we can see it. Just there. The cable will come out where the white cables are there. So all you're going to do then is run the cable down underneath the ashtray, around the back of your gear gator. Now we're in the centre console section. So what you're going to have to do here, probably the fiddliest part of the job, this really is not hard at all, is pull the gator. There we go. Little clip up, so, and pull it up. So that's just going to give you a little bit of movement there. Now, if you lift this, you'll be able to slide your 30-pin connector right underneath. And what you want to do is basically fish round under here until it comes out, and run it along here, all the way down the back until you get to underneath there. Now this also lifts at the back. He says not being able to lift it, obviously. Where's the front? Oh, there we go. So lift the front and pop up. So your cable's going to come out. You see it just here, just there. And all I've done is I've taken a tiny little notch. Fair enough, not cleanly, quite ugly actually, so I'm going to have to work on that. Just take it straight out of there. Okay, so then that's it. So that's it, your cable is installed, and your main route has been chosen. If you have any problems or even any suggestions, please just contact us. Other than that, you should just slowly put your car back together, taking care not to damage any parts.